Watch the film now. Anything that you didn't know after Saturday's game that you know now that obviously you got to prepare for this week with Notre Dame, but also fine-tuning some things that didn't go well Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, didn't find anything new from the tape. Pretty much what I saw live was what I saw on film. A lot of good, a lot of positives. There's a few things we need to clean up, especially with that second group once we started kind of rotating guys. But it was a good game to get a lot of people experience. Ball was spread around a lot on offense. A lot of guys got in the game defensively and played some quality snaps. I don't care who you're playing. Anytime you put up 49 points and hold the opposing team to 0, it's usually pretty good on tape.
What are those things that you've found, and how do you find stuff to sharpen up when you play a game like that?
Every play, there's the thing about ball is there's never going to be like a perfect play. You know what I mean? There's a wrong step, a wrong hand placement, a bad eyes, a bad angle. There's a litany of things that you can correct. It's just good to correct off of a performance like that. So definitely got to clean up the penalties. There's a couple that were questionable or whatever, so you can learn from those as well. And so that to me was the biggest area that we need to harp on.
You rotate a lot of offensive line guys in. Was that specifically for that situation, and do you expect that to kind of solidify around the main 5?
Kind of see what's needed at the time. We've got more depth this year, so I think that helps tremendously. And some of the depth guys just haven't played a whole lot, and so it was a concentrated effort to try to get those guys some in-game experience reps, and I thought they did a good job all day.
Are Nyland and C.J. Smith both still on track to play next week?
We'll see. If they're ready to go, they'll be in there. We're not holding anybody just to hold them. But if they're not, then we won't put them out there. It's a long season, and I don't want any lingering issues. Trying to rush guys back. So, like I said, if they're ready to go, they'll go. If they're not, they're not. If we had to play today, they wouldn't play. Luckily, we don't have a game this week.
What about Corey Stewart, Cam Brown, and Joe Anderson?
They'll be ready.
And Ryan, just the receiving core. This group just looks different.
Yeah.
A lot of guys left. A lot of guys came in. Was there sort of a blueprint or a template you were looking for at that spot, physically?
Yeah, definitely. Wanted big guys that could run and catch contested balls. We didn't have a lot of length last year. We had one guy that had some speed. So I feel like we got a lot of length and a lot of speed out on the edge.
Leland Smith kind of epitomized that. He had a long touchdown catch. What have you seen? How far has he come since he came in?
He's come a long ways. We didn't get him until the summertime. You still got to learn the details of playing that position. But you can see he's 6'4" and can run, and so it's advantageous when you get one-on-one matchups, especially on goal balls. We're just trying to teach him how to run the rest of the route tree. You know what I mean? But the sky's the limit for him. He's got a lot of talent, and glad he's here.
One guy who caused a lot of problems in the backfield, I thought, was DeMarge Lewis, and he spent a lot of his career on the injury list.
Yeah.
How nice was it to see him get in there, make plays, and really just get an opportunity more than anything?
Yeah, it was awesome. He's been grinding, trying to get back and get into playing shape. So it's good to see his resiliency pay off, and he definitely was very productive on Saturday.
Well, but just real quick, what's on the to-do list this week?
To keep developing technique fundamentals. The guys that did the majority of the playing, we didn't practice them today. They came out for warm-ups and then went in and worked out. So we got to get more of the depth guys or the guys that just played a minimal amount of snaps. Got more work. Everybody will practice tomorrow. We'll introduce Notre Dame tomorrow. We'll have a pretty extensive walkthrough and workout on Thursday. Friday they'll work out. Saturday will be off, and then Sunday will be like a Tuesday practice in Notre Dame.
And then Saturday we almost saw close to a 50-50 split on reps between Mockabee and Love.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be about the routine all year?
Yeah, I would anticipate that. Obviously somebody's got the hot hand. You tend to feature them a little bit more, but it's a long season, and our schedule is what the schedule is. So I got to have two guys to sort of offload the workload.
I know that you can't project things, but is this what Max Thur would have been last year if he would have played the whole season? Kind of what we saw Saturday. He looked like he was off to a great start a year ago before.
Yeah, I mean, through 3.5 games a year ago, like he looks like Max. I definitely think he's better this year than he was a year ago, just because he's got bigger, stronger, and sort of understands the intricacies within the scheme. But he's as talented a tight end as I've been around.
How do you guys keep the momentum going? I'm sure the bye week kind of changes it after you get your year off to the right step there.
Yeah, I don't know if there's necessarily a momentum. We're just trying to improve every day and focus in on the things that we need to do to continue to improve and have success. So that's the focus. Is let's get better this week and get better next week, so that we play a game on next Saturday that looks like a better team than the week before. So that's the goal, is for this team to continue to improve as the season goes.
I know you got a lot going on, but did you get a chance Saturday night to watch Notre Dame at all? Ryan, have you ever played Notre Dame?
I have not.
Never coached against them?
Never coached against them, and you know what? I take that. We played when I was at Oklahoma. We played Notre Dame at home in a tight one. The thing that sticks out is obviously they've got a large fan base that travels. They're well coached. I got a lot of respect for Coach Freeman and what he's done in his career. So it'll be fun to go out there and compete.
You know Marcus?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's a tight knit career. Like, everybody kind of knows everybody. So I've ran into him a couple times.
He was here?
I did know that, yeah.
Has Graham tinkered with his play calling abilities at all? Has anything changed from last year? Or,
Not really. No, we just guys understand what he's trying to do, and I feel like we've got a roster that can take advantage of opportunities.
Any early impressions of the Big Ten?
I mean, we only had one loss that first week. It's the Big Ten, man. I think this is the marquee conference in college football right now. There's not a whole lot of parity within there's a lot of guys that are right around the same. So it'll be fun to watch everybody compete against each other. Once these non-con games get out of here, so it'll be fun.
Looked like you ran more RPOs Saturday than normal. Is that something that's gonna?
I wouldn't say more than normal. I think we spit the ball out more than we did last year, just because of the structure of the defense that we were seeing. But as far as play calls, we're running the same stuff. So.
Anything else?